Hey, it's not your turn. So we are, for the most part, we've hit a groove with Miss Dot here in milking. However, we have started to use the hobble to hold her legs together when I'm out here milking by myself because she's a little kicky. A hobble, you just buy these like where you get goat milking supplies online. It saves the heartache of spilled milk because whoever said don't cry over spilled milk never hand milked a kicky goat before. Tears have happened. Did you eat all that food, Miss Piggy? Good morning, pretty girls. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Gerard. Hey. What's up, buddy? Girls? Guys, I don't think I can properly convey how big this pig is. He's huge. Over this. Back here, this back little yard where we have kept pigs and goats. It's empty right now. The other day I shot a video and the file somehow got corrupt. It was very disappointing because it was a very good video. And I was showing you guys moving the goats out of this yard, and I found some things I wanted to bring you back and show you again on a video that you'll actually get to see. So one of the things that we have to do back here before we put any animals back in is take down this big dead tree so that no branches fall on animals. And then we were just gonna let this rest a little while. This area has never grown grass because it was completely wooded, and because the ground is full of rocks. Here are some of the ones that we've scraped up. I think I need to take a picture of this giant rock pile, and just when people ask me why do you garden in raised beds, just show them a picture of this. So the ground here, there's very, very, very little soil. What soil there is very heavy with clay, but our whole property is just full of rocks like this. So like when you see our rock garden in the front where we made all the beds out of rocks, they just came out of the ground here, just on our acreage. There are tons. And we have multiple big piles of rocks like this, where when we used equipment to clear out some of the trees, we just scraped these up. And we just have so many rocks, and there's still tons in the ground. But the funny thing I wanted to show you guys, this one is growing up through the rocks, which is a picture of persistence. But all over back here, there are so many volunteer plants. Like, look at this. This is a squash. Lots of little tomato babies here. More squash and cucumbers. Here's even more melon, squash or cucumbers. I guess that's probably a cucumber. Another cucumber. There's another tomato. And they're just all over this yard. There's a little ground cherry sprout. There's another tomato. This yard's gonna be empty and resting for a little while longer, and we're gonna get the little farrowing barn over here ready for our pigs to give birth here in like a month or so. But this yard's not gonna have any animals in it here for a little while longer. And so I might end up getting some like little cucumbers or squash off these plants depending on when the frost comes. There are some bigger ones back here. There's a little baby on it. Not 100% sure what kind of squash that is. I think some sort of winter squash, because this looks like it's vining, so I'm assuming that's what it is. This, does anybody recognize this? You recognize those spots? That's a Moon and Stars watermelon. I've told this story before, and I'm sure at some point I'll tell it again. Volunteer plants, finding stuff like that, like coming back into this yard where pigs planted these plants with their poop, and walking around and just finding all of these healthy squash plants, cucumber plants, tomatoes, setting fruit. That was the aha thing for me, volunteer plants, and finding food growing in like old pig paddocks, old chicken yards, because we move our animals around. And that, I don't know, I don't think there's ever been anything quite so encouraging to me as a gardener as the fact that my animals can grow gardens with their poop. Because I mean, surely, like, if they can do that so effortlessly, if seeds so desperately want to grow that they'll grow through a pile of rocks. Now, will that actually produce anything? I doubt it'll get big enough to produce something. Maybe. That's what's surprising. Like, they're resilient. These plants are resilient, and they want to grow. It's their design to grow. And I always think about that. Like, when I'm overthinking gardening and I'm making it something that feels like stressful or too hard, I'll just think about the fact that at any given point I can move my pigs out of a yard and give it 5 months and go make a harvest in that space. And it makes me realize that I'm probably overcomplicating something that is naturally intended to do what I'm trying to get it to do. Maybe I'll get some free food out of this space before the frost comes. So here we're coming up on the back side of the high tunnel. You see here, we're actually putting a door on the back side of this, just to be able to get a cross breeze and to go out back. Wasn't strictly necessary. Now over here are a couple of compost piles, and like you can see, this one's kind of covered up in weeds, and this one has a lot of plants that we pulled out of the high tunnel. I get asked about this a lot. Our composting efforts are not super organized. We just pile up bedding and plants and turn them over with the tractor every so often. Alright. There are, obviously, there's more to composting than just piling stuff up. But the way we do it on our farm is we give all of our kitchen scraps to the animals. And a lot of plants, when we pull them out, we go ahead and give them to the animals. Sometimes we'll go ahead and put plants directly on the compost pile. The reason those are directly on the compost pile is that those were hot pepper plants, and I didn't know if giving those to my goats would be a good idea. I didn't know if that would like be painful to them, so we just went ahead and put them on the compost pile. Look how fast these are growing, these cabbages. Sprouts are coming in nicely. I finished sowing everything in these front 2 beds, so they'll be full of life here in just a couple of weeks. Look at all of that. So beautiful. I've just been in awe of these sunflowers. They're so pretty. Alright, I just came inside and I want to show you guys something. You'll remember the time of year of doing lots of videos down in the basement with the fire going. It's almost that time again. Right now, this is the first month that we have launched our online business. And the first thing that we have decided to sell is stickers that are just kind of like a low price point merch option for our viewers, something that we thought would be fun. I personally love stickers, and it gives us a way to highlight small business artists, and we're gonna be highlighting a different one every month. They're gonna be doing stickers for us. This month, the sticker artist, Miss Kelly, and she designed a handful of stickers for us, and there were a few that went up that were my designs as well. And it has been so much fun seeing all of your pictures that you have posted and tagged me in of where you've stuck your Roots and Refuge stickers. So we're kind of like working out the kinks. Basically, what we have right now, the designs that we have by Kelly, they are limited edition. They were for this month. They are going to spill over a little bit into the next month. They're going to be available until they're out of stock. And at the end of this week, we're going to be launching the next month's artist. So if you're wanting to get the stickers by Kelly, these are the artist packs that have all of her stickers in them. definitely check out our website. I will put the link down below. It's rootsandrefuge.com, and there's a shop on it. I've also begun writing on my blog there. We're gonna do a video this week kind of like sharing vision and our next 5 years, because right now where we are on our farm and with what we're doing, this is actually like the end of our last 5-year plan. Like, we made a 5-year plan after we had been here for about a year. Obviously we did not foresee any of this happening. We did not foresee getting to share it with you guys. That was totally, like, infinitely more than we thought to ask for. And so now we're kind of at the end of all the goals we have set for ourselves and all the things that we had dreamed for and hoped for. Those have been surpassed in just an incredible way. And so Maya and I are going to be putting a video up, I think later this week, where we sort of like share our next 5 years and what we're hoping for and what we're dreaming towards. It's probably going to be kind of outlandish and big and crazy, but that's what happens when you dream big and you pray big and then you watch it happen and come to fruition in just a big way. It just emboldens you to just hope for impossible things. For those of you who have ordered stickers, this is like where they come from. This is our little area. This is our stock. You can see here, just pretty cool. And then, you know, where the orders are filled. And this is also like where I write and largely where we do homeschool. So it's all just our home. Hey, Bear. Hey, buddy. What's up? You sweet boy. I'm really paranoid about my videos messing up right now. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if I need to go get my camera checked out, but I've had multiple times now in the last month where I have shot entire vlogs, which takes a good bit of time, and then come in to upload them and the files have been corrupt. I don't know what is causing that, so I gotta figure that out. I'm actually I'm not technically inclined at all. Technology just kind of is overwhelming to me, which is so weird that this is my job. But I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys so much for your thoughts and your concerns. Last week I got really sick and you were so gracious and encouraged me to take time and rest and assured me you'd be here whenever I got back, and that is such an encouragement. I feel sometimes like I am a broken record in some of the things that I say, but I really do think that you guys are the best viewers and supporters on YouTube. Truly, I get comments. I just want you to know, like, I get comments and messages from people that are like, your comment section is the most uplifting comment section I've ever seen. People are genuinely, they're swapping seeds and they're lifting each other up and they're encouraging one another in the comment section, and I'm like, oh, I know, I have the best viewers on YouTube. But thank you so much for all of your kind words last week. I'm better, definitely like feeling so much better and getting back into the groove of producing regular content. I love getting to share with y'all. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. I bless you. Until next time.